Oh my God. I'm live. How did that happen? All right, let's wait for some people to get in here, I hope. Uh, okay, let's wait for a few people to get in here. How's everybody doing tonight so far? We got a couple people coming in. Whole lot of stuff to talk about, whole lot of weirdness, whole lot of sadness, and a whole lot of yippee skippy. Wow, get back in here, you jackasses. Oh, man. Uh, Come on. Come on. Get in here, buddy. Come on. We got a lot to talk about tonight. Can everybody hear me okay? Say something to me. Let me know. I ain't dead. Okay, let's see what we got. Oh, wait, there we go. All right, now we're back. All right, let's get some folks in here. Come on. I want to get a few more people in here. We'll get started. We'll start rambling. We'll start having a little chat here. How's everybody been up? How's their week been this week? Good week, bad week, mediocre week, a week. No. So a lot of stuff going on, a lot of stuff going on here, a lot of stuff going there. Now, as y'all know, we're going to be probably going over some spoiler territory, so you may want to hop off now. Okay, if you don't want any spoilers, the door is that way, or you can go out the window, whichever way you want to go. But just to get this thing started. Okay, so remember, spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. All right. Yeah, as we all know, we've seen that if you've looked at some of the latest set photos, we're looking at a World War II episode. I'm hearing possibility that this may deal with women of the French Resistance. But the thing is, so far, the only thing we've seen is, Stephen Fry's there with the Secret Spy Service. We got Graham, got Graham, Ryan, and what's her name? Yaz, wearing what appear to be like black outfit. Well, two are wearing tuxedos. She's wearing a black outfit, formal. And that's what I'm afraid it's going to turn out that Jodie's code is. It's going to be some kind of quote unquote tuxedo spy variant. And but I'm hoping they keep the jacket going on. Oh, hello. Oh, by the way, I think Super Chat's enabled. So if you want to throw the old man some money, it's on. I don't know. Midnight's Edge makes a bundle off it. They make more in a night what I make in a week. So I'm having an eerie feeling that when we do get the reveal on Jodie Whittaker's coat, it's going to be a tuxedo style deal to go with the rest of the clothing with the rest of the cast. Now, like I said, one story I've heard is that the first episode, has got something to do with the women of the French Resistance in World War II. But I don't have anything solid on that. I'm waiting for more info on that before I get anything, and do a full news report on it. How many here have Netflix? Come on, raise your hands. I'm going to say something. Hey, give me a hell yeah, I got Netflix. All right, anybody here watch Netflix? Come on, anybody? Yeah, French. You see, that's what I'm afraid it's going to turn into. It's going to be a spy like James Bond spoof. And that's what I'm afraid is going to happen. I'm really hoping Netflix. It's a streaming service. Of course, I'm still with Jodie. Here's the thing. Let me get this straight. I have supported every doctor, that I've watched there. And I'm sorry, Jodie Whittaker is the doctor, whether some people like it or not. And I will still continue to support Jodie Whittaker as the doctor. I don't know what this big SJW conspiracy theory thing is. It makes me die laughing. All right, but Netflix, let's get back to it. How many here have heard of a series called Love, Death, and Robots? Anybody? Love, Death, and Robots. All right. Just to tickle your memories, how many here remember a movie called Heavy Metal? Okay. If you haven't seen it, look it up. The movie Heavy Metal came out in 1981. Full on animated flick. Okay. Um, no, Love, Death, and Robots is a series of small short stories, and it's very, very reminiscent of Heavy Metal. We're talking when you watch. I'm not kidding. Go watch the episodes. It's like, they can vary anywhere from a few to like up to 15, 16 minutes, and it's very reminiscent of Heavy Metal. There's comedic elements. There's drama. There's boobies. Oh, that's right. There's going to be an adult cast. I may slip on the language. Okay, so I'm warning you right now. This ain't for the kiddies. So there's blood, sex, robots, mecha, the whole 9 yards. If you haven't watched it yet, go watch it on Netflix. It's a very good series. No word on any two-parters yet for season 12, but remember, we're in extreme early days. I'm loving it so far. I think I got for Love, Death, and Robots, I think I got a handful of episodes left, and then I'm pretty much done. Well, there's a lot of booty robots in it. Somebody just brought that up in the chat. Sorry, I'm trying to keep up with y'all. And it's a very there's some that are so well animated that you swear it's real actors, and they go to another scene. It's like, okay, then you go, okay, that's an animated scene. I think I saw Tobey Maguire in one, and all right, someone's talking about the David Tennant, Catherine Tate thing. I don't know if I'm going to watch Americans or Wake Up. As far as I know, they're still doing 50-minute episodes on Series 12 of Doctor Who. So, once again, Love, Death, and Robots, Heavy Metal. If you're into that, please go watch Love, Death, and Robots. It'll remind you of Heavy Metal big time. It really does. But Series 12 news, as far as I know, they're staying with the same format. There's been no word yet on if there's going to be any two-parters or anything like that. Remember, we're in extremely early days right now. I think they're still filming episodes 1 and I think 5 in the first block. There's been a lot of rumors going around about Christmas. The problem is nobody has nailed that solidly yet. We probably won't get news on that. For what you call it. There's been no confirmation the show's going back to Saturday. That was a load of hooey. Once again, you got to watch where you get your news from. A lot of people are still holding up the mirror as this great oracle of truth. The problem is, I remember back, let's tune our brain pans all the way back to Series 5 when Matt Smith first took over. All right. Matt Smith, at the end of his first season, the Mirror came out with an article stating that Gillian Anderson was going to play the Ronnie in the series finale of Series 5. Guess what? Didn't happen, did it? And the thing is, while they are, they have been getting some bits here and there, somebody's got to be dialing them up. They're not 100% accurate. They never have been 100% accurate. And the thing is, there was a story running around. It came out in Starburst saying that Chibnall and Whittaker were leaving. For one, Jodie Whittaker never said she was leaving. That was supposition based on the fact that they thought, okay, if Chibnall's leaving, then Whittaker's going to leave. And the thing is, she never said that. Well, the Chibnall said it, but it had been resolved months before the Starburst article came out. So by the time Starburst actually put it out, that whole conflict was over. I'd like to think that what had happened was they told Chibnall a few months ago, well, we've decided we're going to move the next series to 2020. And he basically had a major, major fit. We're talking, total brain pan explosion. And I don't blame him one bit if he did. No, the thing is this. As far as we know, Jodie, and like I said, I don't have access to Jodie Whittaker. I know some people who might know some people, okay, but she's never said she's leaving. So, you never know. The thing is, okay. Well, so once again, the Mirror, while they've gotten a lot of stuff right recently, it's not 100% accurate. Don't buy that. And okay. Oh, sheesh. I wish. Because some of you, if you've listened to the audio plays, you know I write those. That's my own writing. It gives me a chance when I'm doing the audio plays to sit down and flex my, my little creative writing muscles. So that's why I go ahead and I do that. So like the first one was Skydark, where we get into character background of, the Dr. Freedom character, who, by the way, is you learn about him. Then the next audio we go on, I think it was second one was Death Moon, and that's what I brought in a full cast. And we have a lot of fun doing those. The only person who got paid to do the Dr. Freedom and Eric audios was Sophie Aldred, and the only reason she had to get paid was because it's union rules. Since she was playing she was playing a character, therefore that's an acting role, therefore equity demands our money. You got to get your money, and you got to give your agent some money. There's been no confirmation on Classic Monsters. I'm only hoping that they've learned from the last series, and they're going to say, okay, we've got to bring some more in. Now, of course, there are people even bitching about the Dalek, and that was probably the most Dalek we've seen in a while. This wasn't the kind, happy, I'm going to give you a hug Dalek. This was the Dalek that was out there frickin' zapping people. It wasn't out there going, hi, I'm a Dalek. Can you and I be friends? Yeah, Dalek Ruxpin. There we go. The BBC are never going to call me to write, and I'll tell you why. Because I would have classic characters coming back left and right. The problem is there's a lot of these people out there, who would be happy to come back and do the new series, but the problem is they never asked them to, and that's a problem. Especially when you have William Russell, who's in his 90s. You've got a lot of these folks who are in their 70s. You got people out there who are just now in their 50s who'd be happy to come back and make an appearance. But I don't know if there's some kind of secret deal going on with Big Finish. I have no idea what's going on with that. But it just drives me apeshit mad that we don't have any classic character returns since Sarah Jane and K9. And remember, a lot of people are going, well, such and such. No. The only other characters that came back on the Sarah Jane Adventures. So, oh, look. Hey, Jimmy. How you there? Hey, look, it's fake account James. Howdy. How's that job at Activision going, Jimmy? The one that was going to send you to California for free? I love the fact that there's a guy out there who I burned his ass so hard going on 3 or 4 years ago that he's still around bitching about it. It's like, my God, it's like, I only wish I poured a little magnesium on that boot that put the fire up his Oh, so yet another Dr. Freedom fake account, James. Is that all you've got to come up with? Of course, duh. Anybody who knows me knows I work at the Ford plant in Lima, you dipshit. Ugh. But well, that's Jimmy. He's got his own little thing going there. Okay, so what else did we want to know about, folks, while we're out there? Bye, Jimmy. But he's probably just burning himself because last night I had a video go up. And sure enough, within the first few minutes, bam, there's 45 dislikes on it. Guess what? They're all gone, Jimmy. YouTube busted you. They took all your bot out. Okay. Okay, here's the thing that I like to think. Imagine back in 1966, William Hartnell's leaving. And suddenly they've got this movement out going, Doctor Who cannot be the same unless, because William Hartnell's always been the Doctor. You see what I mean? It's how ridiculous it is. Okay. Look, there's another fake account. Oh, man. Hi, Jimmy. Oh, man. I knew he'd be on tonight. That's why I went ahead and did this. Bye, Jimmy. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. BritBox has all the classics, if I remember right. But let's get to some serious topics. Any more questions, concerns, queries, inquiries? No, Moffat is not doing any Doctor Who stuff. He's currently working on the Dracula series with Mark Gatiss. Jimmy is the first name of the guy who's been trolling me for going on so many years because he got his ass kicked out of the Omega Files for being a dick. What happened was, I can't give you his last name, or he'll flag the video. You see, because he thinks as a troll he has more rights than the people he tries to hurt. Dude, my 30-something-year-old niece passed away this year. If you think a few dislikes on the video or a few bad comments are going to hurt me in any way, shape, or form, you're on some serious drugs. Oh, that's right. Hey, Christian, how you doing? Yeah, I'll be on the Legend of Traveling TARDIS when it goes up tomorrow. I've been loving, podcasting with them, and having a lot of fun doing that. I think we might be doing an Omega Files next week because the Macro Terror DVD comes out, I believe, on the 25th. So we'll be sitting down to more Who autographs. Like I said, I haven't been to a con lately. So pretty much what I got is what I got. Like I said, I got to thank Paul Griffiths for this one right here, which is to me and the Omega Files team. Other than that, pretty much the usual lot. Okay, so yeah, Moffat and Gatiss are doing their own Dracula series, and that's what they're going to be busy doing right now. So that they're not doing anything that goes on with Doctor Who. So, oh look, now everybody, you see this account right here that just popped up, the wheelchair loser? This is James making fun of a kid with cerebral palsy. Yet on his Twitter account, he talks about how he's a champion for the downtrodden and shit. So this right here is just funny as hell. Bye, Jimmy. Click and you're gone. All right. But back to some more serious matter. I can't go to Regen. I'm sorry. That's down in Florida. There's a Regen. Where's that at? It's just, I can't really travel that much anymore. So I don't get out of the state very often. Yep, that's right. He is a tool. But like I said, he's still carrying the torch for a vendetta that's now going on. I think it started back, I think, in series 9. The supernatural ending was going to come. I was going to talk about it. Thank you for bringing that up. They had been talking for a long time that Supernatural was going to end after series 15. And you got to remember, these guys, this will be going on 15 years they've been doing this program. And it's amazing as hell that it's gone on this long. You'd think that a central show that's basically just about hunting monsters would have fizzled out a long time ago. But it's still, keeping up with the time somehow. Kind of weird. I still watch it faithfully. I've been watching it since all the way back when it began. If Dr. Freedom writes Dracula, I don't know. Like I said, leave that to the professionals. It depends on what take on Dracula they take. All right. I was watching it on PBS here in America, watching Doctor Who. I started watching it on WVIZ TV 25 in Cleveland. And I was, my first episode was the Sontaran experiment with Tom Baker. It took quite a while for they got around to the rest of the series. We hopped, skipped, and jumped all over the place. We literally had we went from, started with 4th Doctor. I think they went into 5th briefly. Then they hopped back to 3rd Doctor. Then they hopped back to 1st. So, Doctor Who is going to keep going as long as the BBC is making money off it. A lot of people seem to forget that despite the fact that, quote, the ratings are plummeting. Come on. All right. Thanks, Christian, for stopping in. But despite the fact that even when the ratings were hitting as low as like, I think 3.5 million for one episode back during the Capaldi era, they were still selling merchandise out the yin yang. So it's still, I think, a $60 to $65 million cash cow for the BBC. So, yeah, they jump all over the place when they're showing them on the PBS back then. So I highly doubt it. There's not going to be any more. I don't see Chibnall touching Gallifrey anytime soon. I would be shocked if he does, because it seems like he's trying to disregard everything that came before. That he's trying to do a fresh breath, fresh start, clean slate. And he does make occasional references, during Series 11 back to New Who episodes. So, hello, all you folks still coming in. Once again, we got Super Chat enabled, if I remember right. So if you want to throw some money at the old man, you can. It'll definitely help out. All right, BBC budget is £6 billion per year. I didn't think it was that much. I was shocked they get £6 million a year, let alone $6 billion. Okay, so once again, any questions? I don't think they'd ever do a series ender for Doctor Who, because I think what it is that way caught. They want it to have the illusion that the show is going to keep never going. Kind of like they do with Sarah Jane Adventures, where you've never heard the fact that Sarah Jane Smith's going to die. So, or that she did pass. So, hey, look, everybody. You see this guy right here, James Smith? There he is again. You see, he's such an attention-getting little whore. But, well. I love it. The guy hides behind fake accounts. He calls people who are nothing but friends to him pedos. And yet he's calling me a coward. All right. You'd have to check with the usual guys on that. I haven't heard any more theater releases. There's still rumors running around, of course, about, everything might be getting animated. Like, we're still hearing about like Baby Underwater Menace, things like that. All right, so if you stop paying the license fee, you get fined or a prison sentence. That's kind of weird. That the fact that if you just simply stop paying for your television, you could go to jail. So, next up, any more questions? Why, thank you, Zoe. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name. All right. I don't know why I say. Also, the big problem with the BBC was, whoa, a little too much steam, was the fact that, they passed that regulation a little while ago that anyone from a certain age and up no longer has to pay the license fee. And it's all right. So it's basically Zoe. Okay. So all right. I'll get there. So basically what's going on with that is that took a big chunk out of the budget. And that's one of the reasons I think that way caught. Bye, James. Now you're just throwing out slander. Okay, so anyone next? Right now I am using, what was this thing? I can't remember the name of it. I've got this one about a year or so ago. I'm currently vaping with Star Blast. This one's nice because it's a dual battery, and you can, rechargeable battery. You can either plug it in, or what I do is I just usually charge it up over here with this thing. I'll be shocked if we ever get a Doctor Who movie. Okay, would you pay $154.50 to keep PBS on the air? If I had the money, yes. Considering what I've been paying for, I don't know, satellite radio usually don't cost that much, but considering what I pay for internet, probably that's pretty cheap. Hello, Johnny Blues, how you doing? Any questions, queries about Supernatural? Any other programs? I watch a lot of different TV programs. Like I watched the DC Universe on television because the only good movie they put out so far, that really stands out is Aquaman. Adam, I would more than happily sign up any more people who want to do the audio adventures. So be sure to message me on the Dr. Freedom page on Facebook or send me an email. I'll have to put the email address down below and put it in the subject title you're interested, because I'm always looking for new voices. I'd like to get some more ladies on. We only got one lady in the cast right now. So, and I kind of like, hate putting all those parts on her because, okay, any other British shows I'm watching right now? The thing is, I don't have any cable channels. I have been rewatching UFO because somebody has all the episodes up on YouTube. I like to go back and watch some of the Jerry Anderson stuff every now and then. So, yeah, because there's another adventure coming up, and I can use a lot more voices for that one, Adam, if you're interested. What classic stories would you like to see animated next after the Macro Terror? Me, all of them. They've got the money, they've got the budget. I think they should go ahead and do it because basically, if you've have any of you watched the clips of the Macro Terror? Anybody? Give me a hell yeah if you've seen the clips of the Macro Terror, or if you've seen the Macro Terror as itself right now. Okay, we got one person. All right, there's another. The animation, if you've not seen it yet, on the Macro Terror is like 5 times, maybe 10 times better than what they've done on the previous animations that have been put out. So, really, it's worth it. A friend of mine showed it to me, and I'm like, why didn't they do this on the first couple? So, it is. It's incredible animation on it. Oh my God, how many fake accounts does he have? Bye. Okay, any other TV how many here watch Black Lightning? Anybody? Flash? Arrow? I watch all those too. The problem is, okay, John, no matter how well they promoted Class, it was going to bomb. After episode 3, it was just kind of like, I'm not kidding. Other than what Quill did, it just went downhill. Okay, Doctor Who news right now. Like I said, all I got is we're looking at the possibility that this upcoming episode they're filming right now might have something to do with the French resistance in World War II. Possibly some female figures in it. I don't know if that's true or not. I just heard that from somebody who's generally pretty reliable, so I'm hoping it is. But it appears to be a spy episode because they've got Ryan and Graham wearing tuxedos. They got Yasmin in this black outfit. Yeah, Legends, I agree with you. Legends got ridiculous, and I'm shocked that it got renewed. Arrow is coming to an end next season. It's going to be a shortened season. I think it's like 10 episodes, and then it's done. Doom Patrol is really good. How many here watching Doom Patrol? Anybody? Yeah, Stephen Fry was sighted on set. Yeah, he filmed for this episode. They're filming now. Yeah, Gotham's coming to a close. How many here watching Titans? Any Titans? Titans is really good. So is Doom Patrol. Lucifer is fantastic. Yes, I'm really hoping. Yeah, if you're not watching Titans or Doom Patrol, find it. It is far, far better. Oh, what do you mean Black Lightning's terrible? Oh, yeah, here we go again. Broken record. Ugh. I've heard about The Expanse, but I've not yet watched it. I'm not sure. I haven't got a solid, definite name on the new production designer yet, but if I do, you'll get it. Bulls Trek has joined the chat. I wonder why. I've seen Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel is not horrible as they're all making out to be. It wasn't the best of the Marvel Universe films, but it wasn't the worst. It had a good story to it. I enjoyed it. There was no PC SJW agenda. It was just a solid action movie. Stephen Fry looks like he's some kind of head of some kind of spy service. Possibly World War II. Of course, I'll be watching Endgame. Are you kidding me? Oh man, I'll definitely be watching Endgame. Okay, I'll have to give it a look. I've been hearing about it, but I've not yet watched it. All right, I'm watching the chat and I'm trying to keep up. So if I'm jumping all over the place, no, I'm not into the Toy Story movies. Not my big thing. Of course, Jimmy doesn't quit because he's a little butthead. He has no life. Yeah, it wasn't, like I said, it wasn't the best of the Marvel films, Captain Marvel, but it wasn't horrible either. Oh, by the way, yeah, you just brought up Adrian Paul. Adrian Paul has popped up as a villain in Arrow. He was playing the guy Dante, who was the big guy that heck, what was his name? Even what do you call it? Diaz feared. So Adrian Paul's an Arrow. The guy doesn't age. That's what's frightening. Yes, watch Doom Patrol. You're going to enjoy it. It is an incredible series. I don't know. Star Wars Episode 9, I'm trying to figure it out if I'm even going to bother. Okay, Stranger Things trailer. Oh, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out where they're going to go with this series. I think that's going to be the last one, and it's going to be number 3, or did it say number 4? Yeah, it does look like Paul McGann's watching me, ain't it? Okay. Okay. Yeah, but I just put up a picture of that, by the way. That I picked up the Tom Baker Blu-ray. What did I do with it? That bugger was up here a minute ago. I'll remember in about 15 minutes when it doesn't matter where I sat the damn thing. But I just don't like the fact that they're numbering the seasons over here based on the number, what year that actor was in. I that really just pisses me off. Hang on, there it is. See this right here? They think we're complete idiots. It's like, this is not that whole series, season 7. Oh God, get that out of here. Okay. All right, here's the thing. It's hard to tell to answer that question. Someone goes, what if the doctor was always old but turned into a guy? Would the reactions be the same? It depends, because you have to remember, you're dealing with a whole bunch of different factions who are buddying up. You do have misogynists out there and then you have the traditionalists, and they're kind of siding with the misogynist. Then you got female fans who don't like it either, some of which basically like to stare at Tennant and Smith's butt. And now that the Doctor's female, they're getting iffy feelings. Oh, I don't know. But you've got all these guys together. And the thing is, they still make up a minuscule amount of the fandom. Yet they're out here blowing steam, trying to act like that, they're this big, huge movement. They're not. Okay, anything else? We've covered Supernatural. We've covered Netflix. We've talked about. That's another thing. You have people who are resistant to change. And like there were a lot of people. If you go out there and look, type in on your Google search, Patrick Troughton, Doctor Who complaint letter, and bring up images. And there was this letter that was sent. I think it was to the Radio Times. I'm going off the memory bank. And it's right there saved as an image where there was people bitching about Patrick Troughton at first. It was like one or two people. It wasn't a whole lot. But people are very resistant to change. The thing is, though, as Eccleston said, there was only so far you could go with skinny white guys. So that was pretty much the end of it right there. They did have to do something drastic because even though they ended on a high note with Twice Upon a Time, for some reason people turned their backs on Peter Capaldi. And I'm sitting here dying laughing. You've got all these guys. I am the sworn defender of Doctor Who, and Jodie Whittaker sucks. And I'm like, if you don't like the Doctor that doesn't have a penis, why weren't you there to support the one who had one? You see what I mean? It doesn't make any sense to me. Sapphire and Steel rules. David McCollum is an awesome actor. I love it when he pops up on NCIS every week. Well, he's not on there every week anymore because he is in his 70s. And he's just an amazing actor. Yeah, I love Peter Capaldi. He's probably, I hate to rate them, but out of the new era, Peter Capaldi's my favorite. Okay, anything else? All right, I'm newish from the UK. All right, I don't do streaming that often because I'm just glad we got 40-something people in here. It's not like I'm like, oh, I love Eccleston. Eccleston's fantastic actor as well. That's why I don't like to rate the Doctors, because the fact of the matter is that they all have their different bits that they're very good at, and they all have their different characteristics. Yeah, don't let little Jimmy ruin our good time. Just sit back and enjoy the ride. Don't even acknowledge him because he can create all the counts on this planet, and he's still going to get shot down. It just 2 button clicks, he's gone. And they all have different aspects that I like. Yes, I believe there should have been a special for Comic Relief. Sure, I was glad they did that little 1-minute video, but I'm getting I missed the days back when we actually got a mini-sode or something for Comic Relief. I remember it really went downhill the one year when it was just Matt Smith stripping behind a screen. And I'm like, that's what we're showing for little kids on, Comic Relief. Matt Smith getting naked for charity. Ugh. Besides, if you want to see the whole 9 yards, just I don't know. I haven't watched any of the new Godzilla movies yet. Even though I am an old school fan of Godzilla, it's just I've never really come back to it. I think maybe it was the Matthew Broderick movie pretty much killed it for me. So it is good. I'm glad they did raise money for charity, though. It's always a good thing. Now it just depends on how much of that money actually makes it to the charity. Conspiracy theory. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, but it's just all the insane conspiracy theories I've heard. They're all running around out there like mad. It's just mind-boggling. All the nutty shit you see. Like, It's all part of a conditioning program. It's like, yes, that is true. If the Doctor Who movie had gotten enough ratings and had been a hit in 1996, they already had a plan laid out for season one. I remember reading all this a long time ago. Don't even ask me where. But series one of the 96, if it had gone off, Paul McGann would have been out there looking for his dad. That's right. Um, his Time Lord father, Ulysses. They didn't mention anything about his mom. The Daleks would have been completely different. I think they were talking about some kind of like spider type deal. It was going to be more like some multi-legged creature that was in, like an armored suit, multi-legged creature. So it wasn't going to be the Daleks were going to be different. Plus, trust me, when all right, get ready for this. Are you all sitting down? The Doctor and the Master were brothers, and they were direct descendants of Rassilon. So, yes, that's the truth of the matter is they have no idea who owns the rights for the characters who were created for the movie. They're not sure if it's Fox. They're not sure if it's one of the other things. It's in limbo, literally. The thing is, the Doctor, the Master, and all that, of course, are owned by the BBC, but any other character that showed in that movie was owned by Fox. Then it went through another thing. And so that's why you don't see Grace Holloway or young Lee Chang showing up on Big Finish. Even though the actors, E.G. So and Daphne Ashbrook, have appeared in Big Finish, they have to do different characters because those characters they played in the 96 movie are in limbo. Yeah, matter of fact, go listen to my interview with Daphne Ashbrook. She talks about all that. To be honest with you, I can't remember how much of the 96 movie was actually filmed in the UK, if at all. I haven't really researched that part of it in a while. So I'd have to go look it up. My brain box is stripped. So, all right, next. You're talking a long time for you're going to get a Series 12 trailer. Come on, they're still filming it right now. No, the Doctor's real name has never been revealed. My allergies are driving me nuts. So don't worry about the sniffles. That's just the fact that the weather here is so variable. I work in an engine plant, which means there's a lot of oil, gets up in your nose. I'm usually sneezing for like the first few hours after I get home every day. So, okay, any more questions, inquiries, and all that? We got a few more minutes. There's been no more news on any recovered episodes. There's a rumor still going around about Marco Polo, but that's been going around since 2013. All right, which picture? All right, you're talking about. Someone said who's in the picture frame behind me. All right, am I pointing at it? Am I in the right area? Okay, because all right, this young lady right here is you got Caitlin Blackwood, who played what do you call it? Young Amy Pond, Amelia Pond. Over here, I'm very lucky to have got this. I got to thank Beefhead in London because he was at the BBC Radio 2 event when my left. All right, all the way over here or over here? Because to my left, there's a whole lot of them. Over here, we got that's Marcus from Babylon 5. All right, next to them, that's Nick Briggs. Over there, of course, is Simon Fisher Becker. Up here is signed autograph photo of Jodie Whittaker. We got Paul McGann over here. That's me and my wife with Pearl Mackey. That's Zoe and Jamie right here. Over here is Sylvester McCoy. And I'd have to show you the whole wall sometime. I'm not going to guess on the doctor's real name because what would be the point? It could be George. We don't know. It could be, Eugene. We don't. Wouldn't that be an anticlimax? The master is going to come back. Come on. I have seen them. The master is like Jason Voorhees. You can cut him up, run him through a wood chipper, mail all the individual pieces all across Mutter Spiral, and he will still somehow reassemble the Menace the Doctor. I'm not sure what they're doing for this year. Like I said, rumors are flying like mad. There's been no word about a change. The format as yet. So, how many? Okay. Oh, this. Okay, the cardboard cutout of Tom I got at Who North America. We went to visit there and they had him out for sale. He was like $30. Really? I think it was like $30. It wasn't that much. All right. What else do we got going, folks? Like I said, we're talking about Supernatural, Netflix, Love, Death, Robots. If you've not watched that yet and you are a fan of the movie Heavy Metal, yes, he has shown the real inside of the new TARDIS, but like I said, my problem with the new TARDIS is it's too dark. That's my only real problem with it. It really needs to be lit better, as far as I'm concerned. That's just my opinion, though. I'm definitely going to go see Avengers Endgame. Oh, hell yes. Okay, about 10 more minutes, folks. Yeah, it is. It's too dark. On my t-shirt, it says, I used to be a people person, but people ruined it. Or then people ruined it. Oh, yes. Patrick Macnee, Diana Rigg. I was also like an Avengers fan. They used to show those, I think, on it was one of the UHF channels. They'd show it on the weekends. Okay, you're going to go with the Marvel Comics one of his real name. All right, yeah. How do you pronounce that? It's an algebra equation. Definitely a B5 fan. Have always been. I have the whole series, including all the movies in the other room on DVD. Okay, anything else before we go? Got about 5 more minutes. Okay, before we go, for anyone else, that's right. I think the black coat on Jodie Whittaker is going to turn out to be part of the spy episode. It's basically, the black jacket. I think I die laughing if she's got the whole white shirt and bow tie as well. So, favorite Doctor of the modern era is Peter Capaldi, and if I had to pick one from the classic era, I'd have to go with my first Tom Baker. I really don't like to rate them against each other because they all have aspects that I like. Oh, love the Pertwee era. He was the man of action, the James Bond Doctor. Okay, Pertwee era. Which one to choose? Damn, I love just about all of them. You have like There's always like Inferno, Silurians, Ambassadors of Death, Colony in Space, Frontier in Space. Um, yeah, Inferno is always a good one. Claws of Axos, Spearhead, yeah, the Daemons. And here's the funny part trivia bit. I didn't get to watch Mind of Evil till we did the review on it for the Omega Files. Because here in America, that was back when the episode I think was incomplete. So they didn't air it. They skipped over it. And I was like, finally I got to watch it a few years ago when we did the review for it. Oh yeah, Green Death. You're the boss. Maggots. By the way, yeah, it's another sign. Doctor Who's too PC. Yeah, the Green Death, dude. Not only were they bashing environmentalism, they were also talking about corporate, corporations and shit like that. Oh yeah, there goes Jimmy again, making fun of a kid in a wheelchair. That's really good. The only reason he's watching this video because he knows if I say his full name, he'll flag it. Nah, Jimmy is still, like I said, he's my bitch. He's right here. He's right here. Matter of fact, he's right here. He's under this thumb, right where I want him to be. He's still burning because he's been begging to be put back on the Omega Files for how many years now. And I already told him, dude, you recorded our private conversation. You passed it around to other people to try to cause drama. And you think I'm ever going to trust you again? Are you on dope? Can I buy some pot from you? Ugh. Yeah, but it's coming up on time. But I'm going to give it about 5 more minutes. And we'll close up. I'm just glad we got about 50 people in here. Like I said, I'm not used to having this many people watching. It's cool. Oh, I'm having a great day. It's been a fantastic week. See, I look at it this way. If you make it home from work and you're not hurt, injured, your wife's there waiting on you, you're having a good day. You've won. Is he in the live video? No, well, he used to be on the Omega Files, but all the ones he was in are now blocked because I want nothing more to do with them. So if anyone's been complaining why the first 100 Omega Files are gone, that's because they're gone. Now, someone asked earlier, I forgot, Peter Capaldi. I could see him doing Big Finish in a couple of years. Whenever they allow him to do it, or if he wants to do it. Peter is in love with Doctor Who. He has been since he was a boy. So I do have Crusade. I don't have the TV series, I don't think, because I was really interested in it. It reminded me too much of Star Blazers. How many here have seen Star Blazers? Oh, I've been rewatching those too. Am I hiring anybody? The thing is, I don't do this as a business. A lot of people are like, Dr. Frieda, it's like, hey, I don't pay to promote videos. I don't pay Google AdSense. The most I get is maybe, if I'm lucky, about $100 a month. And that's okay enough to put some gas in the car every now and then. And all right, here's this last bit for James if he's watching, because I think he is. I was this close one time to accepting his apology and letting him call it, letting him come on the show, come back on. And then he started doing all this other shit. And that was the end of it. So maybe if you hadn't been such an asshole, you'd been back on the Omega Files when we did, interviewed Sophie Aldred, Mark Strickson, and all these others that were on. Okay, so I'll give it 5 more minutes, okay? Because there's a few people who just popped in. Did you have any questions, queries? Look, yeah, Dracula, like I said, depends on what their take's going to be on it. And okay. Okay, I think we're going to wrap this up now. I want to thank everybody for coming, coming on board, having a good time. I love the fact that you've all ignored the troll, which is the best thing you can do. Like I said, we know exactly who he is. We know exactly what he's doing. He tried to frame a kid in a wheelchair for something he did. He makes fun of people in wheelchairs, and yet wants to be expected, treated with respect. What a jackass! So good question. I'll answer that before we go. I'm not sure how much power Chibs has. James, you are begging to be back on this show. You were begging Philip how long ago? So I'm getting on out of here, folks. So please, everybody, take care of yourselves. That's right, I almost forgot. Chibs. I'm not sure how much power he has. I don't think he has as much as RTD did. I think RTD was the guy who had the most power on Doctor Who. But I also want people to remember this before we go. RTD, with his executive producer, Julie Gardner, was running Doctor Who, Torchwood, and Sarah Jane Adventures all at once and didn't miss a single season. Yet we're coming into the new series, and I can't do one series without skipping a year. Drives you mad. Oh, well, I'm going to get on out of here. So, folks, please take care. Have a good night. See you on the flip side. It's been a good one. And I can't remember which button it is. Okay. Thank you all for coming. Hey, I can't remember which button it is. Okay. All right. I'm going to try to do some streams more regularly. Oh, there it is. I forgot they moved it. Well, yeah, I don't blame me because, oh man, I don't know why everybody's so negative about Series 11. We've seen far worse. Okay, now I'm getting out here because I found the button. All right, good night, everybody. Please, thank you once again for coming. Take care. Good night.